And welcome to another How's Coin Finds and another coin noodle as usual. Every day, well, every day, a couple of times a day if I can. So I got 50 cents, $1, got $1 and $2. So I've got 300 of twos anyway, 160 of ones and 40 of 50 cents. So 390 coins, $500 worth. And that was down there in the coin slot. 10 cents I'm gathering. It's a Cook Islands. I don't know if I've got a Cook Islands. I think that could be my first one for the last 2 years anyway, with all the foreign coins I got there. So I gather it's 10 cents because there isn't a Queen on there. 2015. Yeah, and that one, well, it's a little bit, I don't know if it's the same size as that 5 cents because it was actually what didn't go through. So it feels a bit bigger. Anyway, that's another one to add to the international coins. All right, so first ones I'm going to do is the 50 cents. I'm sitting down, I'll see how I go. I end up standing up in the end. Let me just check. I've got my, set that properly, that's it. Yeah, so what's today? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday morning. Went down 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6:05, 6:10, down the bank. Put my money in and the whole thing packed up on me. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought I wasn't going to get my money back. I only had a few coins spat out. Well, the dollars. And I think 2 rolls. No, the dollars and the 50s, yeah. So it spat out the 8 rolls of $1 for $160 and the 4 rolls of 50s, and I wanted 500 all up between those two. Anyway, I packed up, gave me my money back, and them, and it was still working. I thought it was going to completely shut down. So I put my card in, and there was no 50s or $1. That's whatever happened. It let me put in too much, and it didn't have it. So I grabbed the $2 coins, $300 worth of them. Yeah, I got to stand up. I can't see sitting down. I got a high chair there, but I'm looking sort of straight at the screen. Looking for the trail lines. Nothing there. And the die crack coming off this emu. Just here. Now, last night I spent absolute ages on Facebook because I just joined it up last week, and I've got thousands of photos. And so last night I spent an absolute ton of time putting on pre-decimal photos on there. I think it was a link in a post to my Google photos, so I didn't actually put them in my album as yet, or maybe I did. Or both, they're both different. Heaps of photos, and then all decimals. And I put them into their 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, and then I did the federations on their own. And that one with the die crack going across here, I put the photos in there for you to see. But I put up absolute tons and tons of photos, So if you want to go and see error coins and varieties in photos, you go on my Facebook and yeah, I just put up heaps and heaps, and as well as for anyone interested in the IRBs on the Federation coins. Well, I've got a couple in there. I didn't lose all the photos. I've got a few in there to show you the Victoria with the I think it was all spaced and all joined. Anyway, have a look. there's tons of photos, heaps and heaps and heaps to keep you busy and to have a look at and for comparisons and to come back to. Yeah, and I got tons more. I was tired by 11:30. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours putting photos up, and I put them into albums, so easy to just grab an album, go in there and have a look, see what I've got. And I haven't written stuff on all of them, just a few, because of course it'd take me too long. So you'll just have to work out from my pointing at things in there and circling of things, you know, just take note of all that, because the description I didn't do, only done for maybe 5%, just way too much work. So if you're not sure of any, just ask me. But heaps of reference for everybody, I swear. Go in there and have a look, you'll blow out. And I've got so many more to put on. I've got thousands more to put in there, and if I could get into my old hard drive, I've got another 1,800 photos in there from, well, basically 1999 to 2006, and they're all the proofs that I used to buy and the uncirculated. I used to buy the rolls of uncirculateds and that. All the photos are in there of Federations and 84s, those 96s. Nearly all the proof sets that were worth breaking down, all the mint sets that were worth breaking down, all the varieties that were in those mint sets, the errors and proofs, and the errors that were in both of them. And, oh man, just heaps, pre-decimal, decimal, notes, tokens, overseas coins, and they're all locked in there. But I've still got thousands here since 2007 onwards. To put on, because on Facebook, on YouTube here, I have to put them in a video or in a post, and I can only do 6 photos in a post. And I don't know what I put up last night. It might have been 1,000 photos. I'm not sure. But well worth going and have a look. Anyway, just a quick look. You'll see repetitive stuff too. You know, same year and denomination, but in different areas of CUDs, and yeah, I can't explain what's in there. There's just so much, and it's worth everybody going over and having a look at it. Doesn't matter if you follow, what, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do nothing. Just if you can get access. I don't know how Facebook works, so if you can get access in there after you sign into your Facebook, because you've got to sign in. You've got to be a Facebook member, obviously, to be able to look at them. And take a look at them and have a look at my couple of posts that I put up, because there's even more photos in the links I put to my Google Photos page. Anyway, and I've got tons more. Tons and tons. If I can get into, looky, crop circle. 2014. Whoa, how's that? So, I've got, let me just zoom it up. Yep. Is it? Look. Oh, you're going to be kidding me. It's not. It's not. Did you see that? How many people thought it was? I did, till I zoomed up on it. And believe it or not, it's been knocked in exactly the same place as where the crop circle is on these 2014. Can you believe that? Of all places. Right where it is. From there it looked like it, but it's not. It's been hit. There you go. Check what, yeah, of course everyone's going to check up close their things, but I thought that was. It even looks round, but it's a hit. Of all places to hit, exactly where the crop circle is. Yeah. Don't you hate that? Get your hopes up. I've only found one. That was the other week. I've done photos of that in a post here, and they're all on Facebook as well. Yeah, but anyway, that's what happens. From looking like this and looking up, things can look like something, but you get their nitty gritties and check it out, and as you would, find out for sure. Now what I've done have here, I'll just get it. Here's my little bucket. Put all the coins in. So these coins are from my little bank, and my little bank has produced a coronation, one from them. And I think I've had 2 millennium as well. Oh, I couldn't even think of everything that I've got from there. It's always paid up really well. So 22, just looking to see if there's any bubble here. It's just a raised dot like that, but significant. It's in the same spot as where the 2021 crop circle is. Always use the light, that helps find everything. (2004), and the shadow bars on this. So I found that 83 shadow bar the other day, and the 96 shadow double bar error coins in the week to get in 1 week, and that's pretty amazing to find them. They're really, really hard. I'm still look for these for a different font. It's thicker. That's nearly a third again, or half again, the top of the T. You'll see it straight away, it's really thick. I've only found one, and I reckon they use proof dyes on both sides, and everything just stands out like immaculate. The design, everything as would be from the proofs, because they dig them right out and make sure that the relief on them is really good. You know, they really get stuck into the curls on the hair, and the outline, everything is just, you know, 10 times better than your minted coin. Looking for any trail lines and that die crack, which isn't happening. 27, let me just zoom up a little bit. Oh, that's a bit louder. Creeps up sometimes, that. Yeah, that's better. Alright, 2017. Yeah, so my Facebook is Howard Diet, same as my Gmail, but I've also nicknamed it at the moment Howard's Coin Finds, and it's all basically looking like YouTube, to tell you the truth, and it's pretty good because I can just transfer everything that I've got straight in there. Oh, there we go. There's a nice Queensland 2.4 million, pretty sure these are. They're all between 2 and 3 anyway. I'm pretty sure Queensland's 2.3 or 2.4. Very nice. That's in nice condition too. So there's 9 of them, 9 states and territories, and 1 federation, 2001. So it's a 10 coin set, 9 states and territories and the special coat of arms, and that makes the 10 coin set and that. And then you got 9 coins in the 20-cent piece. And anyone watching, those 20 cents have got minimum, I think I said minimum 21 varieties of between the platypus and the federation, 20 cents, minimum 21, up to 28 varieties to find just in the 2001 20 cents. The shadow bars, not fussed about too much on the cuds or anything. You know, if you see any shields or whatever and I missed them, not really looking, I've got so many of them. But all the 50-cent pieces from 99 up, you want to be checking everything on them. The ones under 99, the 98s under, yeah, they're pretty scarce to find much on them. God knows why they made them better, I don't know. You got your shadow bars and double bars, shadow bar error, double bar varieties, and you know, low mint stuff. But as with errors, you don't get the same as what you get on the ones from 99 onwards, that's for sure. You know, try and find anything under 99. Let me just sniff this for any trail lines on it. Can't see any going on. No, none there. So I'm looking for trail lines. They happen between here and here. Never past here, always vertical. And this quadrant here. And they can start from here and finish here. And they can be all the way across. They won't be on the design, just on the background field. And they're raised. They look like die cracks, but they're not. They're dead straight. And that's called trail lines. Only happen on these. 43 million are made. Then how many got trail lines? And you can look them up, trail lines, but it's either liquid or lint, or you know, something built up on the die. And when it's struck, whatever's on there has to go somewhere, so it buries itself into the die and creates furrows into the die, and then, or burrows, and then leaves them in vertical lines on that 2001 Federation. And they're raised, but they're dead straight. They're not die cracks or nothing. They're perfect raised. They just look like that stick. They're just round. And they're trail lines. So mostly, if you want to look up trail lines, but you'll find that mostly happens on the American coins. So they mint so many of them, they obviously do a lot of cleaning of their dies and lint build up on the die, and they haven't removed it. So, you know, circular, when something's circular and goes around, it'll leave its rubbish on the side. And that's what's happening, you know, they're polishing it, polishing it down, and the little lint, and the lint staying on the edge and not wiping it off. And then that presses into the die. Looking for the trail line, crop circle on that. Sean, how you going? Oh, how you going, John? I was just over having your metal detecting. You only got one up, that's short. And I gather you're down on Devon Beach there somewhere. I was just wondering, where's the sand, mate? What happened to the sand? It looks like it's just rock hard. Sort of reminds me of Brighton Beach here in Melbourne, with the boxes and that, but you know, just the sand is there, you know. But I just noticed that the ground just looked really hard. And I'm from Wales too, buddy. So I used to go to Porthcawl and Barry Island every year for, well, the alternative years for our holidays. I'm trying to think which one I think it was, can't remember which one we used to stay at. Must have been the one with the fair there. I don't know if that's Barry Island. Anyway, I did look it up on Google Maps one time. I didn't check that one properly for any errors. Pretty sure there's nothing. Yeah, it must have been Porthcawl maybe. But yeah, it was back in the 70s, back in the 60s, sorry, not the 70s, back in the 60s. Oh, look at that. I don't think I've ever seen two of them together in the roll. None of that. Are they married? Never been apart? Well, that's all right, they can stay together. 2002, year of the Outback. I need that in the $1, complete my set. Be nice. Alrighty. But like I said, I got my Facebook, Howard Doggett. Go on there, I put, I don't know how many photos on there last night of just all coins from around the world, you know, with errors and that I've had. And all the Aussie ones, and I've still got thousands more to put on. That's just some that I already had in a folder all set out to put on a DVD. In actual fact, I just put them all up there, so they only go up to 2008 or 9, I think. Everything else I've got in other folders yet to get. Well, nice condition that is. 4.3 million, beautiful. 97. You don't find them looking with the still got the luster going in the back there. That's a pretty hard find. And these get the shadow bar. Of course, it's in that condition, and I wouldn't have one. If I found the shadow bar on that, with that 96 and that 93, excellent. Oh, do you? I didn't see that. I thought I only saw I hit the shorts. I didn't see that you had any other videos on there. I'll have to take another look. But I was doing this. I was about to go on and saw that, so I went and actually checked yours and Bottle Top Bandits, because he just gave me a shout out. Good old Bottle Top Bandit. He won a Smith family $1 off me, only 20,000 minted, and he won that. I sent that over to America, where he is, and he just did a video now, just a quick video, shout out, and showed it. So yeah, good old Bottle Top Bandit. He got his prize. He was lucky to get that, because I wasn't gonna. It was my Gratitude coin album giveaway. I was only doing the one with the gold coin. They got drawn out, and then I'm like, I just got them from the mint. I'm like, I'll do another draw. And Bottle Top and 3 other people were the only people out of 29 that only had 1 entry. And I drew him out. So he's real lucky, I'll tell you. JC, 2 million. Want to collect them, probably a good time to do it. I've got a few that haven't got fingerprints and everything on them. But they're low mint. So yeah, so that was real good of him, and it was good that he got his prize, because it's dicey sending any coins overseas at the moment. A lot of people are having trouble at their post office sending them, because you're not allowed to. It's you're not allowed to send coins out of Australia or bring them in, unless you're buying it from a licensed coin dealer. That's how you're supposed to do your coins in Australia. Dealing with your coins, you're supposed to deal through a licensed coin dealer overseas, and when you're sending them too. But a lot of people in America, here and England, that are all finding that the people at the post offices that know their stuff will tell you can't send it. It's illegal. That's why I don't send coins overseas anymore. I've completely stopped it. That's all I send to is Australia. So all my giveaways are for Australians now only. And I do have my Gratitude coin album number 2 going. That one will be an exception, as I'll take the chance for sending it. But otherwise everything, and I've got a badge book that's a giveaway there. As soon as that badge book is filled up, anybody sends a badge in to me, when it's filled up, I'm going to be giving away the whole book full of badges. That's the prize. And the Gratitude coin album, I've got a 1/2 gram 2020 Rue gold at the moment. That's what I gave away in the last one, but this time I'm going to keep adding stuff. So I started with that and $100 and same PNC hardcover, 2012 ballerina, 50 cents, and it's got a set of sheet stamps in there, numbered 126 from 300. There's silver foiled ballerinas on there. You can only get them in that. So the stamps is the thing in that. That's the collectible. But it's got a coin in it, so it covers everybody. Somebody likes stamps. And I'll add more to it as I get more coins, tokens, medallions, whatever somebody sends in for the Gratitude coin album. I'll add more to it. And then when it gets full, I'll do giveaways for whatever amount of stuff I've added to it. I'll draw people out that have sent coins in, and the same as last time, 1 coin, 1 entry, 2 coins, 2 entries. Any more than 2, that's it, 2 entries max. And same if you've got multiple channels, 2 across the board. You can't put 2 from each channel. It's just 1 channel. Pick your channel. If you do 2 channels, 1 from each. But you're only going to get 2 no matter how many channels you send it from. 73, lowest mint, down under the 85, 4 mil. Beautiful. Keep going. Yeah, so I've got a video. The description's in the links in the description of this video and all my others for the Gratitude Coin album and the badge book. So check them out, and just send a badge in and I'll put it in the badge book. You get to go in the draw. It's only 1 entry for the badge book. No matter how many badges you send, it's only 1 entry in that one. And no matter where you live in the world, send them in, because I'll send that badge book out to you. It's looking really good at the moment. I'll be doing a video later today, because I've got badges off Christine Brown and Michael D, and I've got them to add in there. A little bit of cut going on there, on the hair. These are most prolific everywhere. Just check everywhere on these coins. So on the hair and on the robe. No dye fill, no hat. And anyone listened to me yesterday, I was talking about patterns that happen. It's all on that shirt there and on the sleeve. And it's from the chrome in the dye. It's just chroming. It's patterning it up. It's just wearing on the hardening basically. It's wearing off in patterns. You can find that on a few coins. I might keep that on because there was one on the hair as well. Let me look over here. There you go, Wisey. Yeah, nice 97, yeah. I don't know what I was talking about, Wisey, to answer the license one. I don't know. If I don't look over and answer it straight away, by the time I go over there, I know what the hell I've talked about. Mostly. Just going to get a rotated 2010. Be nice. This is the last 50s anyway. I've been going slow, haven't I? I was going to say, be just my luck that's a bloody incuse flag with it all beaten up. But it's not. So look for the die cracks here, die cracks there, incused flag where it's dipped in, not level, variety, and it's got a bigger star here and it's flat inside, that's rough. And then get the fat letters from die wear. They just keep seeking it up. They hardly even cut that into that die. No wonder it wore and got those fat letters. It didn't take much for the edges to start going and the metal fill in the edges first, then into this, and it just got fatter and fatter and fatter. And I've got some nearly touching. They just got that wide, they just get fatter and fatter and fatter as it wears. But yeah, they cheaped out on digging that out. And that's the problem they caused anyway. 79 double bar for that. Really hard to find, about 1580s to 1980s to 179 double bar. Looking for the shadow bar there on the 83. I've got one the other day. It's not quite showing. Yeah, beautiful. Very hard to find. This is, you know, like only 6 maybe in 25 years. They're really hard to find. I scored that, and I scored a 96 the week before. And I'd forgotten all about the 96s. That's when the last time I found one of them. It's probably 10, 15 years ago. So all my records are in photos on my hard drive that's shorted out. So I didn't really write much down. I took photos, then I put them into paint, and I circled them and said what they were, and put it in the description. That was my notes. Well, they're all in the hard drive. So a lot of stuff Well, I had to research again and remember again, and yeah, anyway. So that was $40 worth of 50s. So you got that real nice Queensland, very nice condition, that really nice for, you know, 22 years old now, and it's shiny as. It's got scuff and a bit of dirt there. I'll just wash it, see if that's just grime on there, but it's nice. Then that real nice 97, that's two real spankers there, I'll tell you. That's really good. Those two there, you'd be happy with that all day long. And this one is, like I said, the most prolific, but I've kept, it's got a nice big cut on the robe there from die chip, but it's also got one on the hair here. So hair and robe. The photos I put on my Facebook last night, I've put these and I showed the 35 different combinations of errors this coin has. And that's why it's the most prolific error coin we've ever had. It was so bad, they stopped mintage halfway through the year at 20 mil. They're supposed to do 35, I think it was. But because every die was just buggering up. It was just soft, no, whatever they did, it wasn't good. And that's one of the few times that the mint's actually stopped its mintage, because every die was no good. You do get them without errors. They obviously had a couple. But yeah, most prolific error coin in our history, that one. Absolutely. I don't think there's anything that comes, nothing. Not in 50 cents, is in 50 cents. And then 1973, lowest under 1985 at 4 mil. So, yeah, it's 3.8 or 9, so I just rounded it off. So 4 coins out of 40 coins, that's 10%. The average, 3 to 5%, is what I've explained to everyone over my 25 years of averaging. And everything this week has been working into that 3 or 5. I've had a one at that 2.5% yesterday, but what I had in there overrides that. They were really top coins. And when they're really top coins, then that percentage drops down to 0.1, 0.3% of what you're looking at. So that's 10% out of there. And 3 to 5 is my average. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's real good. Out of 4 rolls of coins, getting those two, because that brings the odds down too, which, you know, sort of increases the percentage of trying to find them anyway, or decrease it anyway. But that's good. 10% real good. Having those two in there, that's really good. And the other low mint, you know, it might be in good nick, but still. So yeah, so happy with them. 4 from 40, 10% turnover, return of what you're finding. And as I said, 3 to 5% is what I've worked out over the 25 years. You know, and that's low mints, not intended for circulations, errors, varieties, and, well, curios to a point, you know. And that's what you would expect to find in any money you look at, 3 to 5% return. Under 3, you're not doing well. Over 5, you're doing real well. Under 3 has exceptions. If you've only got one coin and it was a 2,000 mil, well, now you're in the 0.1 to 0.3% is what you can find in top, you know, the top finds. But anyway, if you noodle enough and stuff, you'll work out your percentages, but you don't need to, because I've already done it. They work out perfect every single time. The average return, every time it's between 3 and 5% when I noodle something, and you'll get the occasional where it's over, like that one, there's 4 out of 40, and you get the occasional where it's only 1, which isn't good. But if that 1 is something that's really hard to find, then that's in a different category with a percentage turnover. Yeah, there's no colour, I'm just looking for them, you know. I'm going to get through these quick. I'm going to flip them just to see case there's anything happening on the other side, but I am not fussed with anything in these, to tell you the truth. 2011s, they're low mint 1.8. Seriously, whatever it is going to have to be a whopping error. Otherwise, I'm just not even fussed at checking them for low mint date, nothing. Not even rim cuds, I'm not fussed. That's all that happens with them. The occasional lamination flaw on a $2. Die cracks, rare as Chook's teeth on a $2. Anything on the obverse side of a $2, rare as Chook's teeth. Everything happens on the reverse side. So they're really a miserable bloody coin, to my eyes, unless you've got colour coming out of them. Yeah, that's why I haven't been doing many of them, because that's seriously all I'm looking for, is some colour. I sell on eBay. I know what ones are going to be for the money, and these they just don't sell. They've got to have something outstanding about them. They really do. So it's just a quick look to see, just in case it's a uni face, you know, double head, double tail. But otherwise, I'm really not fussed about them. No. Yeah, the $2. Yeah, once you've got your low mint, you picked up your low mint ones and that, and you got a cut error, you know, rim cuds. That's what I'm talking about. Cut error, rim cuds, and picked up the lamination flaw and try to get yourself a die crack. That's it. Then you're looking for just colours. That's it. And it's colour. That's all anybody's doing with these, is looking for colour. Once you have those couple of coins, which you can find easy, just go through $1,000 or something, probably get them all. It's colour. And of course, any bullseyes that have happened, that's what I'm to the moment. And the bullseyes where the colour should be on the reverse, but the coin flipped and did it on the, flipped and did it on the obverse side. We've had a few of them, a few different coins with them on there. Oh, I've missed talking to everybody. Yeah, see you later, John. Got it. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Enjoy your day. We've got a colour in there. Look, S. That's the AUS. But the Woolworths released in the pack. 3 $2 coins, A, U and S, just like the 2019 Privy Mark ones. But yeah, they look really nice. I like them. They stand out really good. So you got that. They had the coin pack as well. I think is there 4 $1 in there? I'd have to drag it out. I haven't looked at these for ages, but I'm pretty sure the pack was a 7 coin, 3 $2 and 4 $1. If anything, it could be 3 2s and 2 1s, but I'm pretty sure when they got 3 2s, they always put 4 1s in there. Oh, they did, yeah, it was 4 1s, because each one had all the, between the 4 of them, it showed all the events that were on. That's right. So, yeah, pack of 4, that was $15 for them. The Mint did have them still for a while too. I don't think they got them now. But usually those Woolies ones, well, now they do. Mint never used to, but the last couple of years, the Woolworths releases go on the Mint site, and the Mint site has them. Canberra Mint. I don't know about the post office though. I don't think they put them in there. No, they don't, because it's sort of comp. But the Mint has them on there. Before, when Woolies released them, it was just in Woolies. You didn't get them from the Mint. But now the Mint has them on their site, and Woolworths has them in the store. So once Woolies runs out, the Mint's still got them for months afterwards. Whatever Woolies got, the Mint's got them for months. You know, I think they had the Wiggles for like 7 months after that. Actually, they only just finished this year, I think. The Wiggles been in there, and the post office. Nothing's happening. I can see there's nothing on it. Anyway, we got one colour. Now the other day I got 8 rolls, and I said you're doing well if you get one colour in a roll. Now, if anyone laughed at me, I've done what do I have? 6 rolls. Yeah, so I've done 4 and 1 from 4. And the other day I got 7 from 8, which you know, as I said to anybody at that time, if you got 1 per roll, anyone that does $2 noodling will know that you would hope to get 1 per roll if you could, because on the average, you know, because they just don't turn up. There we go, we got 2 there, another 2 Woolies. If it wasn't for Woolies, we wouldn't be getting jack all from in here. All the Canberra ones that they released, you know what they released now? 24. You don't find them, but you find the Woolies ones. That's another S for the Commonwealth Games 2022, that one. And Captain Feathersword 2021. That's the Wiggles, as I was saying. And they're 4 $2 coins, and they had 2 $1 coins. They had the big red car, had the old crew, and a big red car with the new crew in it. Yeah, so Captain Feathersword. You get Dorothy, Henry the Octopus, and Wags the dog. Can't see anything else on there. I'm not even using my magnifying glass. I'm not, you know, anyone that collects 2s will know about the large heads, the varieties and that. I'm not pointing them out. I've done it every video. I've probably said it 10,000 times about what to find on them. Easy, because I usually mention it about 50 times when I start doing it. Monkey King, there you go, buddy. Alright. Let's see. Well, I've got a feeling it's just nothing. Coronation jumping, that'll be alright. I've got to go down to Willie's today, so I'll probably have some Willie's milk bar coins too to look at later, as well as I'll do me badges, book of badges, and put Christine's badges in that. Nothing there. So 6 rolls, and I got 3 colours. I mean, literally everything else, you can just get whatever you want every day. Just get $1,000 and whatever you collect, and you'll get it. Probably you'll do your collection in one day, and then you'll start hunting your colour coins. Yeah, there's, you know, nothing. So $2 are an easy noodle. You can get through them extremely quick. I think I did $10,000 one day of them. You can do them really quick. I used to do, well actually if you look back at my old videos, I used to go in the bank, get $600 worth of 2s, go in the car. I used to noodle them in the car, if you remember looking at that. And I also get tons of coins in there from down my little bank. And then I'll go back in, put the put the $600 back into the machine that if you put it in the one machine, it goes in straight away. The machine inside the banks, when you put in that one, it goes in at the end of the day. The one in the bank, you can put as much coins as you want in one hit, but the one outside, it'll only do 2 kilos at a time. You can put as much as you want in, but only 2 kilos at a time. And $600 of twos is under that. And so I go in, do that, get it, check it, go back, put the coins in, it'll go in the account straight away, draw it out again. I'll do that 3 times because I had to leave $200 there for buying anything because you're only allowed $2,000 a day out of your FPOS. So you could do $1,800 in your car in what was I doing it in? 50 minutes, $1,800, something like that. Yeah, 50 minutes in the car. Beautiful. Anyway, so you can noodle these anywhere. Just if you're just going for colour, just anywhere. Just crack them open in your lap, put a hanky, put something. Yeah. So easy to do in the car, very easy. All right, so 3 colour $2 coins. I was nearly going to toss them into the bucket. I'll see if I'm even going to keep them. They're common fodder. That's the thing, common fodder. They're not what I want. I'm over Woolworths coins. They're just saturating it. And between the two, I think like Woolies has got like 30 coins released, 30 colours, and the Mint's got like 28 or 30, the same. There's about 60 colour coins out in circulation since 2012. And yeah, they're about even now. Woolworths used to be ahead of the Mint, but the Mint's put out a few now, so they might be about even. So maybe 30 each they've released. That's all you tend to find is all the Woolies 30, not the Mint's 30, because everybody's removing them. But they'll end up back into the mix one day when whoever's holding on to them all needs some money. And they take them down the bank and they cash them in and noodle every day like me. Well, I got the chances of hitting on somebody's stash that they put in. Like that is A for Australia, AUS, same as that AUS. I said that the 2019 privy marks were the same, the AUS. Yeah, so 35 years of $1, got an A, U and S, and there's a privy mark, which is square, raised. Well, it doesn't have to be square so much, but it's raised. Oh yeah, well it does. Yeah, I think they stated it's got to be square. So square, raised, square with an incused letter. That's a privy mark. Round with a incused round with a obtuse letter in the centre is a counter stamp, and the mint mark is just on its own directly on the field. There you go. So we keep going. 1.5 mil. Privy marks, counter stamps, mint marks, keep them all. If you're young, stick them away, pull them out in 20 years, 30 years time, and then see what they're worth. And the better condition they're in, well, the better money, obviously. So look after them. By the edges, hold them by the edges. No rotate on that one. No cuts on the flame at the back. 2014, 22 mil. You can get these 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18. They're all the same, just the dates are different. Looking for a hat cut on him, missing design inside his jacket, and 2 tiny die cracks coming off his heel. One up and one to the rim. You need uncirculated coins to find them. No rotate. No cuts. They got these the mint marks just there on these, and you know you got to keep your eye open because they are tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny little mint mark. Real tiny. Same as this one's tiny mint mark. I think it's there. It's there. There. It's tiny as well. And you get that area near the dinghy and the waves, I call it. Get a big long cut in there on these. I haven't found one. Oh, I found one the other week, yeah. Used to find them quite a lot. They've died off too. Oh, yeah, I'm just reading Wisey's. I mean, there's not much difference between corporate and mint releases, but this one is more even around the country as the corporate. Yeah, well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, Woolworths and it, yeah. Well, they make sure every store's got them, don't they? So, Steve Punter was saying that when the, what ones came out? The Olympic coins? But he was saying up there that they weren't getting any, you know. Oh, no, it was the Gash 3. He said they wasn't getting any at all in his noodles, but I told him just to wait because people actually had to go to the post office or online, buy those rolls of coins to then, you know, if somebody decides they don't want them, get them in, you know, into circulation there. And people that went in the post office and got them in their change, that they started spending them. So I said to him that you've got to wait because they're not issued into circulation. They're issued from the post office for you to put into circulation, the same as Woolworths. So wherever they are, if somebody isn't getting them, they're actually in the area because all those corporates make sure they are. You just got to wait for somebody to start spending them. That's the only way you're going to get them. If you don't get them by buying them or going in the shop into Woolies or the post office and getting them, you've got to wait till people spend them. Otherwise, you can't get them. Large design, this one, that gap there on the small design is the same width as that. This is the large. It's got less distance here and it hasn't got much of a prong. The small, and she's wider here. The small, yeah, that's the small, that's the large. The small has bigger prong, so you know if there's 0.4, there's 0.67, there's a bigger distance here. And the gap here to look at matches that one. When you look at the right angle, the exact same. So two of them, both varieties of each other, because the mint doesn't know which one they minted first, the small or the large. 10 million, and I get 3 large to every small. So if that's the case, you know, you're talking 2.5 million or something for the small design, as it works out. And you can get her with cuds on her forearm. And look out for these getting cuds all on both sides on the rim and get really long, huge 10 and 12 mil ones on there. Itchy schnoz. Alright. Try and get through these a bit quicker. Here we go. What we got? Dinosaur. Armadillo. You know, oh no, it's the long neck one I want. That guy walking behind him. I want him, the long neck one, for another set. But that's the latest mint release. Is it? Is it mint? Post office. With the mint. The mint's got them too, but yeah, out of the post office. So they had 4 in the set, $12. 4 in the set with privy marks and mint marks, C mint mark B, M, S privy, and proof set of 4, and then 3 different types of PNCs as well from the post office with them in there, with all 4 in there, and singular. So yeah, and I found 25 of them in my little bank, 2 weeks ago. Went down and got $480 worth, and I noodled 25 of them. I made up 4 sets, and with what I had, I made up another 3, so I got 7 sets out of that. One roll had 7 of them in there. So that was pretty good. and I gave them away for my game night, my finals game to the non-winners. I like to say, well, second, third and fourth place. They all got a full set of dinosaur coins. Nice ones. I'm pretty sure I dug out all nice ones for them. Yeah, so that was my game night. So if you're not sure about that, go and have a look at I've got a playlist there, shows the games that I created, and I started having a game night for people to play, win some prizes on that night. The winner went into a final. And once I had 4 winners from 4 games, I had the final on the Sunday. And Michael D won that one. And he just got all these prizes yesterday, actually, which was pretty good. It was about $70 worth to go and buy anyway. So, and Christine got second, so she got a set of dinosaur coins. And Julie Buddy got a set of dinosaur coins, and Snapper got a set sent to him. So anyway, it was good fun, and yeah, just you know, for people to help me out with some feedback on my games that I created and how they went, and they ran really well, and they like them. I like them. It'd be good if I could make them into properly made board games by, you know, a corporation. Anyway, Sydney 100 Bridge 2021 Gash 2. That was in my favourites. That was my second favourite. My first favourite was that I had to put it was Victoria Market because I'm in Melbourne. But I put this one in there as my second. It's stunning. I really like that. Get on. So yeah, good fun with the games. Everyone has a bit of fun. That's all you do is sit back at home, make sure that you don't nick off anywhere when you stay there, and just I do all the rolling, all the moving, and you just tell me what you want to do. Make sure you're all set up and you're going to be there, because it can, you know, about 2 hours. The game doesn't take that long. It's just, you know, talking and things in between, and of course you've got to allow for the lag. So if I allowed for every answer in that's happened, and it was taking a second, it could have been 100 times, or if it was taking no longer than that, sometimes it might have been a minute. But if it was like around a table and you were playing, 45 minutes to an hour and 15, each one of the 3 games, and I made sure they fell in that sweet spot. I kept refining what I had on the board, moves and everything else. So it finished, well, basically, you know, average of about 50 minutes to an hour, because if you're making board games, that's the sweet spot. The board game should only last between 45 minutes an hour and 15, and it's all based on children playing board games, not adults, and that's all the parents have got each day towards playing something with their kids, whether it be board game or outside or whatever. And so if you want your board games to be part of a family's playtime, you need to get them between 45 minutes an hour and 15, which I did. But online, you know, like I said, it's a bit of lag. You've got that lag, and that probably accounts for all the lost time, because I talk as I move and do these things, so I'm not really holding up there. But yeah, the lag, that's probably what makes up the extra 30 minutes of lost time. And then the other is, yeah, at the start, talking, you know, getting the game going and doing all that. And questions and stuff for the game. But around the table, bang, 45 minutes to an hour and 15. Depends if somebody's having a good day on the roll of the dice as to how quick it finishes. Well, each one of them actually. But they all play really well. I'm quite happy with them. And the people that have played them like them. They actually, I can see they're all eager to get going again, because they've all sort of been dropping hints about the next game. When's it coming up? Can I play? So anyway, yeah. But at the moment I'm trying to make a board for I'm just hand drawing it, and that takes a little bit for the miners' rights game, because I've only got a tiny board. The original was big, but it got wet. They're all handmade, you know. Yeah, so I was working on that to make a bigger board, so I can have a bigger board. Bit easier for rolling the dice, not smashing everybody off their places. Not much chop going on here. I didn't even talk about that, did I? I think I just showed you. Anyway, donation $2020. That was the first one. 12.5 mil on them. 2021's came out halfway through 22. They're 5 million. And so that means the 2022, if they've made it, and they're going to bring it out, will be 7.5 million. So the 21s are the lowest mil. And that's because they said they're going to make 25 million. So 12, 5, and last one's going to be 7.5. Or somewhere there. 8. Yeah. So anyway, the 2021 is the lower mint of those three. But that might not be true either. Yeah, because if they're on track and they're going to do their 25 million that they said they would make and release over 3 years, 25 million. They were the first colour coin that we had, dollar, and first coin in the world that was actually made for people to donate, with the word on it too. But because of what happened with the Queen, who knows, they might have been minting them at the time and they stopped production, and they might not have many at all. I don't know. We'll have to see when they come out, but I'll be grabbing them when they come out. I know you've got to donate them, but the fact is we need to hold them until they tell us the figures, because they might have was working on it when she passed away, and there might only be 1 million. 2022 is going to be coming out, you know, and you won't know till you get the annual report. So yeah, any 2022s that come out, I'll be nabbing them all. I'll donate them later after I get this. After I get the figures. There's another A, 35 years of Australia $1. That's a privy mark, and that's a privy mark too. Privy marks don't have to be in there. That's a privy mark. It's something that's telling you something. That's what privy marks do. They tell you a story. So you get the pirate ones with all the privy marks. So they're both privy marks. Number A. Rotate. No. Large head. No. So you can get the large head, all spaced, IRB, and you can get thin and thick letter numbers on there. Just got to get a few and compare them together, but you'll see the difference. So there's an obverse and a reverse die variation on that 2001, as well as it rotates. Is it? Alrighty. Horrible 2001. I was going to say it'd be my luck it's rotated, but I'd still take it. I could see it wasn't a large head. That might be a myth. But they are on the 2001 coins in sets and stuff, so the Army, Navy, Air Force one. So you need to check them, because I haven't found one in 20 years. Doesn't mean they're not out there. Because I don't know how many they minted. Large head. In 2003, another one. That's the large design as well. It's hardly got any prong there. You can see the gap there, and that gap there should match that one. So that's another large head, another large design. Makes two. like I said, about 3 or 4 large to every small. Just looking for little cuds on these beads here, just on those ones just there. And you can get this with missing design, die fill. Check these because you could get them with the die fill here. Those beads are just asking for being filled. And I put some photos up on Facebook last night with the die fill on this. I found the small head, the other 2 noodles back. The other 1997 with the C mint mark, 240,000. That somebody had put in there, which is pretty good. It's one of the first coins I ever tried to get in the set, the double set. And the guy just laughed at me and said, "It's sold out, you can't get them." That's when, as I said the story the other day, that's when I realised you can't just walk into a coin shop, even big one, and just pull out a book and say, "I want this, this and this and this." You just can't. So yeah, the realisation was if you want something, you've got to dive on it when it comes out, because otherwise you can't get it, and if you can, it goes up quite a bit for anybody chasing them. Oh look, where's the mule? My little bank. Jesus, I've got to be close. Anyway, there's the cud I told everybody about on this one, the tail foot cud. Just there. So it's not a bad size one either. It's flattened out, of course, because of the year and the fact that the metal used in the 2000 was just crap, let's face it. Look, every coin is just beaten. It wasn't hard enough. It was a soft metal. It was too soft. Well, every 2000, that's it. They're all like that. 2009s are like that too. There's a few years you can just pick them out without even turning them over by looking at them. Okay. Anyway, it's a pity. But that's an error. It's got the rude foot cut on there. Die chip. There we go. What do we got this time? Oh, we got a small design there. See? Now you can see that matches that at the right angle. So it's bigger. I'll bring it up. So you got a longer bit of fork there. Distance here and here. And you can see that that matches up with that. And if I get the other one, see the difference. Let me move these coins because I think they're in the way. There, so you can see the difference from there. That matches that one. You can see that's there. And then on the ones, see the distance there on the small, distance on the large, same as the 1-to-1, and then the bit of prong, and that one's there. And the other one is that she's wider across the waist here to that one. So she's narrow. You don't pick it up, but she is a bit wider there. They had to stretch it. She probably is too. But they stretched the design. So that's the two of them anyway, small and large variety. And the varieties of each other. But you can see clearly there, that small one. So yeah, there you go. What I get? 3 of them, was it? To 1 of them? Or 2 to 1. 2 large to 1 small. But that's the first small one I found for a while too, so don't go on the odds there today. I've been pulling out, no, I probably had about 7 or 8 large over the last couple of noodles and 2 small. So yeah, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, that's right. There we go, rotated. Again, 30 degrees. Every number on the clock is 30 degrees, 12 times 30, 360. And look for the errors on here and get cuts on them. But the main cut I'm looking for is here. Julie had some on hers, but it's like this again. It's a bit scabby, and that's more like the hardening is coming off. It's the patterning that I was talking about on the 2005 Dancing Man $1. Just the hardening on the die. Starting to put a bit of, got wear, you know, putting pattern on it. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, got on you, Michael. Yeah, it's good finding with the mint marks, yeah. Oh, no, you've done the school run. Yeah, done that. Done that for, man, 20 years straight. Right through, because including uni too, and other uni. So 2 of them went to school and then uni, city. I've done hundreds of thousands of Ks, man, ever since kindergarten. Not including all the trips before that to get everything all prepared for the kids and daycares and stuff, but from kindergarten onwards, every single day, man. Yep. Mr. Mom here, drawing them. So yeah, good luck with the run, B. Put up with all the mad parkers at school. Great fun. 99, and of course you can get these small and large head. I hadn't had a look. I'm not overly fast. All the ones I've checked so far have been large head, and I think they're going to be like the 99 $2. Going to be really hard to find the difference. I thought I had one the other day, and I still think so. So it's like this is 0.2 from there, the inner rim, top of that lettering, and the heart and the small. You know, it's going to be 0.3 or something, like the $2, and the IRB all space there is going to be consistent on all of them, just like the $2 and the 10¢. It doesn't change. It's not like the 2001 where that changes to determine the large and small head. That don't change on this. What changes is just the distance here to a large head to a standard head. So you can look for them. Just you better get a ton of them. I had not many. I had 30, and every one of them was large head. Because you can't get any closer to that rim, so these got to be the large head. But they could end up being like the 99 $2, where that's all you find is large head. Again, and the standard head, the small head, is extremely hard to find. They're like 1 in 15 or 30. So it's a variation where it's the other way around. It's actually the standard coin for the year, the 99 $2. Standard is the one to look for. The large head, dime a dozen. And it seems this way too. These are dime a dozen. It's all I've had is all large heads. They might not exist. You know, I need photos. It's shown, somebody tell me that there's a small head of these. I want to see it. Because everyone's shown, because these books keep telling people stuff, and, you know, a lot of it just doesn't exist. Let's hope this is a dinghy in the waves, because it's in really nice nick. Could be a mint marked. No. But yes, things don't exist in a lot of things. They're just written there one-offs by mistake. I don't know. But I want to see I want to see both of the 1999 variety, the small standard head and the large. The large I've seen, I want to see the small. Because they just might not have had a small one, and everybody thinks they do. Because they're looking at the IRB and it's all space, it's a large head. No. That's on all of them. What's the large head is the distance from the top of the legend to the inner rim. It is not that IRB, it's not the 2001. Everyone's getting confused with that, I think, and thinking that every coin that's got a all space is a large head, and that's all it is. But in the case of the 10 cents and the $2 in the 99, they don't change. And yet you've got large head and small head, all right? So it's not foolproof that an all-space IRB is a large head, but it is the standard. But it doesn't mean when they use the smaller head that they change it to an all-joined or an I-spaced RB joint. They ain't got to change something in the die, just one thing, and they just leave that. So It's how somebody thinks when they do it. You know, if they had a standard key like that, it was right through, but it's not. There's exceptions to the rules, as usual. Yeah. Scratched. Another one. Oh yeah, so let's. It's right up on it. Right up on it. They are. I want to see a small head. I want to see who said that there was a large and who said there was a small. I don't know. Does somebody say it's in the book? Because I can't find it. And I've done $500,000 of $1 coins, maybe $1 million of $1 coins since 1999. I haven't found it. I haven't found the large head 2001 Fed either. Yeah, I haven't just started doing this a year ago. I've been doing this all the time. I've been through hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just last year I did, what, 140,000, 60,000 of $2 coins. Just the $2 coins alone, let alone I know what the dollars are, 50 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 20 cents I did. So I'm doing mega loads. And I ain't finding them. If I ain't finding them, then that's where, you know, they don't exist. They're not around. Or if they are, they're extremely so rare to find that they're not even, well, they're worth looking for, but not stressing over. Don't have the fear of missing out because you're just probably never going to find one. But the other thing, you know, your books too. You know, if anyone's in their books, you want to send a rev up to the people that make those books. Tell them to put exactly under every frigging thing they say in that book, I want a reference to who it was and where they found it and where's the bloody photos. Because otherwise, I don't give a rat's what they say. I can make a book tomorrow and tell you guys 1,000 BS things to look for and have you all frenzied looking for them and they don't exist. You understand? Who's checking them? Who's checking what they're telling us? Where are their references? Where are their pictures? Who are they getting it from? How many did they actually find? When was it found? Who checked it? Who's the person that claimed it? You know, where's all this? They just make these books, they don't tell you nothing. And everyone follows those books, and then when somebody has been doing coins for a long time, try to tell them it don't exist, or this or this. Oh no, but the book says it. Yeah, well, I show proof, the book show very little. And they definitely don't give you all the info as to when it was found, who found it, what area, what town they were in. I mean, we want to know all that stuff. I do. I want proof, because those books are getting to annoy the crap out of me. We've just requests from people for coins and they don't exist. If they did, I'm sure as hell I would have come across them. Absolutely dead set no, I would have come across them. And I wouldn't need no damn book to tell me, because I'd find it. I know what the coins look like and I know when they're saying different. So, yeah, so anyway, that's what I want from those books. Take them with a pinch of salt and do research and lots of noodling and find out yourself and make your own determinations. But some of them will have you running around like chook's teeth and they don't exist. So there's 3 ones on this, I believe, variety, and that's all that's on this coin is a different one. I've checked everything else and there's no difference front and back except for the ones, and it's the legs, the width, the top, the angle. There's 5 points on there. Get it 30, 40, 50, as many as you can. You can take them back to the bank after and put them all down and start looking at your ones and see what you come up with. I'm keeping them there because I'm going to put them all together and do a video or pictures and put them up. This is our last roll. last roll. Just an hour, 20 minutes. Man, I could stay with Spud all day, that's for sure, on a 12-hour video live that he does. No problems. When he's not talking, I'll be talking. We definitely be able to fill that 12 hours pretty good. Oh, Spud Lee. There's another one. You might have brought me luck then, talking about you, bro, but you didn't. Spud Lee. He's in the can at the moment. The YT can. YouTube. 2 weeks solitary confinement. Poor bugger. Keep picking on him. Yeah, so go over and look at all these videos and you know, his lives. He's top guy, real funny. Everyone loves him. Yeah, he gets heaps of views. Everyone on his lives. Everyone's spewing because he's out 2 weeks. Anyhow, but give him lots of support, eh? Top guy, top bloke up there in North Queensland, and likes his fishing too. Likes everything. And likes doing his music, playing his music on his YouTube. And I like it, you know, it's good background going, and then you jump in and talking, and yeah, you get Rez, Monkey King to jump in and all that, get in there live. You know, bring 3, 4, 5 people on the screen with him live, and he can go up to 12 hours, well, just short of 12, because if you do more than 12 hours on the stream, once you finish, you've lost it. YouTube won't. They'll only save up to 12 hours of video streaming. So don't go over 12 or you lose everything. Anyway, top guy, he got canned, but we'll be back over there. Well, you can go over there now, but we'll be back when he starts going live again. But yeah, he loves doing his DJing. And I made a badge for him and sent his badge to him. This is his badge I made for him. I kept one. But yeah, I got my badge maker. So I just got stuff off his well, I screenshotted it. So he loves his Vegemite, he's got his motorbike and an Elvis clock, always set at 420. Vegemite here, that's the old tin. And his marijuana leaf here. Spud leaf, 420, THC, DCH I mean. THC, yeah, THC. Radio DJ, because he loves it. That's Spud, and that's him. You take him or you leave him as he is, but that's Spud. So yeah, that was really good to make. That's what he does. And excellent channel, excellent bloke. And that was really good fun making that too. I had the idea in my head from watching his channel, obviously, what they put on there. And he got 4 of them. I did one good like that. The other 3 were test samplers. So anyway, he's got 3 to give away when he gets back on. So what we got? 2003, we got 2 large, 1 small design. The real nice Queensland cut error on the road, on the Queen's hair. 73 low mint, 4 mil, and and a real nice 77. I don't know why that was over. Beautiful 97. Yeah, 4 rolls, 4 coins, 10%. Beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, 3 there. 2 small, 2 large, 1 small. That's the small one there. Large, large. Oh, I'll put them like that. I'll put large, small, large. Might be able to tell the difference there. Yeah, a couple of S's, $2. Com Games, Wiggles. 22 Dinosaur, the Armadillo Duty. Nice Gash 2, S for Sydney Harbour Bridge. 2019 A, Privy Mark. 2019 A, Privy Mark. 2020 donation dollar. And well, that one's just for me to check the back. That's all, because that's definitely going back in. Yeah, the 83 Shadow Bar, yeah. Scarce as.
whoever was watching that yesterday, and when I found that 96, you ain't going to see that every day. And you're not going to see it anyway unless you're watching somebody that's getting into it and showing you all this like I am right up close. Who else is going to show you? You're not going to learn. You're not going to find it. You're not going to see it, anybody. And yeah, it's photos and everything else. You're just not going to see it. That's why you need to watch my channel and learn, and see stuff you wouldn't see. And I've just put, I don't know how many hundreds of photos last night on my Facebook. I got thousands more, and they're all photos of these up. Yeah, these all nice. I think I got proofs there too. But all the error coins, I've got 35. I think it's 32 or 35 of the these when I found them. With all the errors, and I put them into their, nose, chin, hair, robe, hat, die crack. I'll have it all on the bags like that. And anyway, I've got them all there. But I've put up tons of stuff, tons and tons and tons of photos that I don't know. I don't go and look on anyone else's. Well, I haven't on Facebook I don't know what the other coin channels on there do. I don't know if they're put photos up and all that stuff, but I've got mega loads to do. Everything that I've ever done, I can just whack it straight onto Facebook and put it on. I spent 3 hours doing that. I got videos to put up. I can do heaps of stuff. All the stuff on YouTube, plus I can put photos and all that on Facebook, so I can do double as much. And I can do videos on there and live, I just saw. So, yeah. Anyway, so what we got? That was definitely below average there. There was 8 rolls and got 3, double and that. And they're all woolies, what can I say? So that was definitely 150 coins, 10%'s 15, 5% 7.5, 2.5, so it's under the 3%. So, one more, and it would have just made it into the 3% out of those 150 coins. And that's all you can expect. So just below, so we could say that's, close to average, what you're going to get. 3 colour coins. And the others I don't even look for. I'm just going colour coins on that percentage for them. Yeah, so just 3 colour coins. That's what you can expect from $300 worth of $2. 3. I'm nearly going to throw them in. I'm just over them. They just don't do anything for me. They're nothing. I've had them all. I bought them all in the sets. I bought 15 sets of them. And Peter J sent me a set of these because I said I wasn't going to go and get one. I've had enough of buying their coins. Yeah, and I'm sick of finding them. I want something better than that. I want the mint ones. I don't want woolly stuff. Yeah, so that's just below that. That was 10% out of 40 coins, so that was above. And then, yeah, I'll keep them. I don't know what percentage you're going to be yet, but what I got? 8. So 160 coins, 10%, 16, 5%, 8. There you go. That's it. Anyway, you guys work it out and you'll see. It'll be like, it is, it does. It's always in there. Yeah, it's always in there. I've done the hard work for everyone. 3 to 5%. You'll find that's low mints, not intended for circulations, errors, varieties, and something maybe on an outstandable what happened to that coin sort of thing. Could be post mint, whatever, But that's what's in that percentage. And then 0.1 to 0.3% of whatever you're looking for something that's in, this region here, these two. Very hard to find. Very hard to find. They don't come into that 3 to 5. These go down to 1.1 to 0.3% of finding anything in decent nick. I've done the hard work. That's your percentages. That's what you can expect. So if you're doing noodling and you do your percentage and you see what I've told you, if it's in there, feel happy, because you might not know if you're doing good or not. You might not know, but you will if you just use that percentage. Hard stuff, really hard, good condition, 0.1, 0.3. Everything else, 3 to 5%. And over, excellent. Under, you know, these three were on the border, you know. Yeah, but that's what you can expect. So, yeah, very good. All right, I'm going to finish right there. I'm going to go down to the bank. I've got to go to the post office. Yeah, so I'll do a few things and I'll be back after with some more coins. I'm pretty sure I will be. Yeah. All right, so till later. I'll catch everyone and have a good day. Tuesday, good Tuesday morning. Yeah, 9 o'clock. That's all right. There you go. You've had your breakfast covered, probably eaten your Wheaties and read your paper and listened to me waffle on, and there you can go and, I don't know, shopping or something. Okay, so I'll catch everyone later. Or you can noodle, go and get your own coins and start noodling. But don't forget, all my stuff on Facebook, Howard Doggett, and, or, you know, nickname it, Howard's Coin Fighters. But go and have a look. I've put tons of pictures and there's posts. Go and have a look. I've got posts there. I put my XU1 on there that I had. A few, you know, for people to see that one. But all the coin photos, I've put tons on. I've put them into albums so you can just go straight to them. And there's a couple of I pinned one post with the pre-decimal coins, which I'd click on that to go and look at the link because that goes to my Google Photos. And I got another, and there's another one there that I put in. There's another coin one. I can't remember what it was now. That I also put in a post and not in the photos because I'm still getting used to doing everything. So there's actually 2 posts that aren't under my albums that I've put up. One pinned and I can't remember the other one. But tons of photos, tons of stuff, tons of reference, tons of showing you the half clause and the IRBs and errors, and you've got to go over and have a look. And I've got thousands more to put on, even though I've got the other hard drive with 1,800 photos just in there of 99 to 2006, and I can't get in because I shorted it, so I'll have to get down one day. I don't know how much it costs. And see if somebody can get them out, and then I can put them up. You'll see stuff then that nobody's going to have, I know, unless they've kept them all and took as many photos as I did. And the only reason I took all those photos is because I was selling on eBay. So most of those photos you see are all because those coins got sold. And if I wasn't selling on eBay, you wouldn't have all those photos, I can tell you. So you can see how many coins I've sold. Nearly every coin, I dare say, every coin that you'll see I've sold. I photoed, and I sold. And some of those photos, I took up to 160 photos just to get 3 or 4 photos from it. A lot of hard work, and they're there for everybody to go and have a look. A lot of hard work, a lot of stuff. You'll go and have a look, you'll blow out. And I've got thousands more to put on yet. You'll see how much photography I've done over, well, 20 odd years. Yeah, for selling stuff, you will see. I've done, I must have at least 20,000 photos because that's how much stuff I've sold. Individual. So, yeah, I've seen it all. And that's why I can tell you about that stuff in the books, you know, that everyone's fear of missing out on, FOMO, whatever you call it, and FOMO, and asking for it, but, you know, there's many I haven't even seen, but nothing, and I haven't seen nobody sell them, and I haven't seen no photos yet. They still end up in your error books. Yeah, so it's like the sheep following each other. No one's actually done the research and taken the crap out of those books. So anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll catch everybody later on. But definitely worth looking at all those pictures on my Facebook. You won't be sorry. All right, ta-da, bye-bye. Have a good day, and I'll catch you later.